Hey guys, we're in Chelsea, Mass, across the river from Boston. It's Tuesday, the 19th of August, 2025, 71 beautiful degrees with a nice wind blowing in off the ocean, which the ocean's 68, 71, somewhere in that range. It doesn't get in the 80s like in Florida up here. Anyway, that's the bridge over the Mystic, which needs replaced. If you do, I just take you along places that I go where I've either been and want to see what's going on there, or have never been, which is the case here. This is our first walk in Chelsea. Like I said, that's the Mystic. And over there, I think, is where it connects with the Charles. I'd have to look at the map, which we will do. We're actually headed for a walk on Broadway Street, which looks like an interesting, more urban place to explore, but I love coming to these little spots that are, jewels in the heart of the city. I'm usually not out this late. I like to do stuff in the morning, but you get different lighting, you get different people, so it was just too nice. I decided, heck, we just gotta go. And go we did. And here we are. There's also a buy me a cup of coffee link. And anything that goes in there is dedicated to travel expenses. I have to see how to get to where I want to go when I get down here. Oh, that's a pretty view, huh? I see. So we go under the bridge and turn left on Broadway. Off in the distance, you can see planes landing. That's Logan International Airport's over there. It was built on completely filled in land. It used to be marsh or whatever. A lot of Boston was built filled in between piers once they became no longer needed. Long Wharf was the longest, by the name you can tell. And it was about 3 or 4 times what it is now. That's how much they filled in. The end still gets flooded whenever there's a king tide. I haven't been down there for that. There's a restaurant that I saw them delivering, linen to from Cintas. And it was up to his ankles in water. A little higher than ankles. I just wonder how they deal with that inside, because it doesn't look like you step up. I've never been in. If you care, I shoot this on a DJI Pocket 3 and DJI Mic 2. Oh, I should learn. Don't look at your phone except for the maps. So we're going to cross. So since there's no crossing light or anything, we have the right of way. Nobody coming, so that's even better. I like looking to see the architecture because Boston is from back in the late 1500s, early 1600s. I don't remember the date, but all the neighborhoods were added, over time, and styles changed. So you can see all kinds of different ones. The only house still left from it was I want to say John Hancock's house. It's down kind of next to it's right behind Government Center, which is where the mayor's office and things are at, all the different departments. They're not scattered all over in different buildings, which is nice. One-stop shopping. Having to go through security is a pain in the ass. I used to have to do it every day on the way to work when I worked at the Veterans Administration. I worked in a department where we determined if someone needed someone to help manage their money, a VA, a vet, like say they made a girlfriend who was a gold digger and was taking all his money, and they put somebody in position to help him, family member, preferably friend, and if that didn't work, they do it themselves. Trying to take another photo. That might make it a good thumbnail, who knows? Alright, so we're going down here and turning on to Broadway, which will be less industrial and residential. This should have like shops and whatnot. It's amazing to, think of how much traffic passes over your head while you're walking underneath this bridge. We're under it now. You can smell fumes from that, and I would not like living here and having to smell that. Chelsea Yacht Club. Oh, it's not good. That's kind of nice. I don't know what this is. Oh, it might be like a fuel delivery. Biofuel. Yeah, maybe that comes in there and they deliver it. I don't know where it comes from. Oil. So yeah, it looks like you fill up your trailer here and go deliver it. Another Discover Chelsea sign. You watch the bridge collapsing in Baltimore, and I just imagine that at the bridge we just passed under. I don't know what's up there. There's a water fountain. That might be where we're supposed to be. Oh no, we're going down Broadway. I forgot, we started out on the trail, so. And cannabis is legal here, and with my foot pain, I had an edible before I left. So yeah, I might fumble a word now and then. A lot of oil. So you got oil all along here, and then the last one's biofuel oil. They must be different kinds. 0.5, 0.51, 0.5, 2.2. Yeah, they're all different varieties. There's ultra low sulfur diesel and heating oil. Huh. So that's interesting, huh? I've never seen a place like that. I'm glad I don't live by it, because I'm out of the smell now, but it's not good. That car's been here for a while. I used to live or work somewhere where you could park under a tree. It was nice to keep your car cool. It wasn't so nice for the poop. But I had an unlimited car wash pass, so I'd just go wash it just a few blocks away. So we're at Broadway and Front Street in Chelsea. It's kind of an industrial town, which you can tell by the area we started out. this series in back coming up on an hour ago. I break these up into smaller videos so that, you know, they're watchable chunks. I doubt anybody actually stays the whole 20 minutes. If you do, say I made it or something in the comments. Sometimes you get stuck with me quietly singing or humming, and it's terrible, I'm sure, after the edible, so apologies in advance. Sometimes I forget you're here even though you're right in front of my face. 7-Eleven up there. Gatorade. So here we've got mostly apartments. And then some more industrial stuff over here, kind of spruced up, newer buildings. What do you think? Since 2000? The doors don't look like since 2000 though. Look at that big tall house up there. Oh, it's up on the hill too. Those porches sometimes collapse. And then it's very sad. Usually there's a bunch of people in it for a barbecue or something, and they all come tumbling down. It's the 3rd floor. There have been people who did not make it. There's the beacon. Yeah, I like going exploring new places and just seeing new things. It stimulates your brain. I'm going to try to get enough money to go to London. Hence the buy me a coffee link. This private Michael Warney Memorial Square. Boston really reveres their veterans. Beacon Street and Broadway, and you don't even have to be from here. I don't know what that is. Rice. Ooh, doesn't that like make their stomachs explode? Or is that like a conspiracy theory? We were on William Street earlier. Time for a map check. Yeah, there's a lot of restaurants and stuff up here, it says. Kind of see there. Overhangs. What do you call those? Canopy?
Trial, if they jury.
There's the bridge covered, working on it. That would be weird driving inside it. It's the Sergeant Thomas Volterro Memorial Square. Now we can go, as long as we don't get killed. That yellow building is the police station. We were down here earlier because we were on William Street and they kind of come together here. There's a Dunkin'. Boston runs on Dunkin'. It is true. They're everywhere. Police station. Big blue old-timey bulbs. Pretty flowers. Catrachos. La Casa de la Valleda. I don't know what that is. Might have said it wrong. Rodeo Bar and Grill. Rico's Designs Barbershop. Express Employment Professionals and a little kid. There's the police from another angle. And we've got Curly's. And another barbershop. JJ Mobile. There's a lot of crap down this way. There's a thing online called Walk Boston, and it's got different paths, and it recommended some like different ones over here. It talked about how along this, it marks like every segment, so, but we go a little slower than most. This is called the Hoosier Old Man Stroll, and I couldn't do that. Can't pass that to us. If cops asked me to do that to prove I wasn't like messed up, I couldn't do it. I can't feel anything at my feet. Diabetes. Just ignored it for a long time. Don't do that ever. Jewelry sale. Liquor Mart. If you wonder about like why my brain jumps from thing to thing to thing, well, just be glad you're not me, because it works that way all the time. PFC Charles J. Ostler Memorial Square. That must be probably that one. All right. Yay, right. There's the bridge. She's not looking at me. He's not. Whoa. Just gonna ignore the fact I was there. Looked him right in the eye and put out my hand. Whoa. Now, if I was streaming, but I have to do that with my phone, it would be, well, definitely, there would be evidence. So it's cool. James E. Enterprises. Beverage dispensing equipment. And then a temporary place. Kiosco. Signature restaurant and bar. Broadway Studios, photos, videos, invitations, decorations. I don't work there. C&D La Prima Market, you can tell. Mi Salvador Mexicano store. So yeah, very diverse area. Chelsea Theater Works. Yeah, I've never been here, so this is cool. I need to start doing some evening things before it gets too cold. The nerve damage in my feet make it hard to walk in the dark too, because I need to be able to see to give me a third reference point to maintain balance. Anyway, we're 20 minutes, which is where I usually stop. So we're stopping at Cross Street and Broadway. There's the Easy Telecom. Until next time, love y'all.